Okay, I'm outside 134 East 293rd Street as I start the video walkthrough here. First thing to note is the roof. Well, it's not brand new. It's newer. I would say approximately 10 years old. Based on the wear, it's in good shape. The chimney itself too has a lot of recent masonry work done, as the home is all brick. There is some just kind of basic tuck pointing needs. These steps have settled and kind of they're pitched back towards the foundation of the stoop. I don't see a major concern, but I would recommend some tuck pointing needs of the cracks. Same with the walkways here have kind of settled. Minor displacement. We can see they have a dumpster here still, but the driveway itself looks like it's in good shape. This addition has a flat, the garage is an addition which has a flat roof. That even looks potentially even newer than the main roof. Really well done, no issues here. There is no access to the interior of the home. There is a man door back here, but that just goes to the backyard. There's a settling crack here on this wall. Not structural in nature by any stretch, just it's due to settling for sure, but the wall is still plumb and level. There is some settling and displacement here of the slab. It's also near the door. It's a potential trip hazard, so you'll see that will be noted as a defect in the report. And as I'll discuss as we go through the main section of the home, your outlets here in the garage should be ground fault protected, and they are not. That's kind of a theme throughout the interior section of the report too. It's just kind of, kitchens, bathrooms need to be GFI nowadays to bring things to current safety standards, and they are not here. There's also a small walkway which has really settled and is pitched towards this exterior wall here, which is going to send any surface water that lands is going to roll towards the foundation. So that will be noted as a defect in the report as well. Overall, the brick's in good shape. I apologize for the choppiness of the video. Due to storage space issues, it cut me off, so I'm starting over. Again, the brick's in good shape, but there are some minor tuck pointing needs here. We'll come to the backyard. You can see it's fenced in. Newer PVC downspout tying connections for the drains, which is important. I'm going to work around the tree here and head back. Look at the yard here. This vinyl sided part of the home was an addition at some point. You can see there's a crawl space below there. I'll have to note that I wasn't able to get in the crawl space. However, I didn't see any issues because of it. There is a vent still open to the interior of the crawl space, which really is sort of a dated approach. Best to seal those off now, and that would be the recommendation in the report. Windows are newer, vinyl replacement in good shape. There is some what they call lichen fungal growth on some of the aluminum. Always best to trim those off. We're going to come back here. AC is working fine, however, it's a bit of an older unit. You'll see noted in the report as well. Due to the height of this staircase, a railing is not really required, but since it would be tenant occupied, it may not be a bad idea to add one there. Very typical things. This man door that goes to the rear of the garage, a little bit of wood rot and things on the trim. The original hose bibs here too, as you'll see noted in the report. Always good to upgrade those. Kind of a smaller thing, but it is recommended. And you have a missing siding panel here, likely due to some wind damage. Come up the side of the home. The neighbors were having a garage sale, so there's some items here, but overall the home looks like it's in good shape. Look at this elevation of the home. Newer electrical panel and meter box. And as a whole, we're very close to the lake here. The street seems quiet. Homes are well maintained. No real issues here with the neighborhood that I see. Look at the street. And we'll come up the driveway or the sidewalk here. And that will do it for the video. From here, I'm going to head down to the basement and walk the rest of the home. Okay, I'm down in the basement level of the home now. As we start the interior walkthrough, you'll see there is a small section of the basement that has drywall ceiling. There's drywall over here as well, but this part has kind of this old composite panel on it. Some of the paneling here is bowed, makes it difficult for me to see the foundation wall, but I think it is just kind of warping and bowing of the paneling more so than it is an issue with the foundation wall. Of course, I'll have to note my inability to see the wall in the report. Coming over here to the mechanical room, the first thing we'll notice is the panel is nicely updated. Obviously there'll be pictures of that in the report with the cover off. Everything is up to standards and in good shape. There is of course a knob and tube wire here, which is very common to see. That is the original wiring. There'll be some additional comments in the report regarding that, but very typical to see. There is an addition that's put on the home. This is the access to it, which at one point was the exterior rear window of the house. It's sealed. I cannot get in there, but I can see that it's insulated and the foundation itself looks good. The one notation on the crawl space will be that it has an open vent, which no longer meets current residential standards. I would recommend that you seal that off. The old theory was that you wanted a crawl space to be ventilated. However, over the years they figured out that more humidity and moisture and things can be drawn in, so it's best to seal that off. That will be the recommendation. Water heater is here. It's 11 years old, which kind of is putting it at the end of its life. In addition to that, while it's not leaking currently, you can see the bottom of the tank is starting to corrode. So always good to be proactive with updating these units, especially considering you know, some of the basement is finished. Furnace is only 5 years old, works well, which puts it's newer than the AC, as you'll see noted in the report, but that has been updated. There's a basement on this level of the home as well. Notations here, you have 2 outlets servicing the vanity. Those should be GFI. So again, very common with the data construction, kind of bringing things to current standards with GFCI protection is always good. This section here is unfinished. You can see there's likely some mold or microbial growth here kind of along the base of this wall. He's running a dehumidifier, which is good. It's always good practice to continue that moving forward, but that should be cleaned. You can see too the water main here. I cannot find the main sanitary stack. It's most likely somewhere near the bathroom, probably buried behind one of these 2 walls. So I'm hoping, we'll have to see, but you can see the concrete's been cut. They've done some repairs. You got a newer PVC drain with a clean out access right here. So I'm hoping, as long as my camera doesn't bind, I should be able to perform that inspection. And again, here's another, some partition walls have been built over the years. So here's another smaller kind of storage area for the basement. So that is this level of the home. I'm going to walk the 2 main levels in its own video here shortly. Okay, I'm just inside the front door of the home as we start the main levels, 1st and 2nd floors. Here, you can see there is a fireplace. There's no exterior chimney or anything. That is simply a little built-out ornamental feature of the home. So it's definitely, it should be clear, but I would advise any tenants here not to utilize that for anything burning gas or wood, of course. Get a good look at the windows here. They're newer vinyl replacement, all in good condition and working order. So pan here, looking in the dining room. This area of the home, they kind of replaced what was an exterior window here too, just a little pass through now. This was an addition. Again, this is the crawl spaces below this floor here. Again, there's newer like pine wood, ton of group paneling here. Windows, again, all have been replaced. Exterior doors are in good condition as well. As you'll see, some cosmetic stuff on the interior, which of course I don't note, but there is a general need for ground fault protection. Here are these outlets servicing the sink, same as with each bathroom on this level 2 should be GFI protected. There are battery operated smoke and CO detectors. You need a CO detector on the 2nd level. It's just a smoke. And I always recommend adding smoke detectors to individual bedrooms too, just to meet the international standard. Look at the kitchen cabinets here. There's a bathroom on this level as well. And again, some mildew on the caulking. I'll note that. There's a window here in the shower sill, which is kind of typical for the data construction. Oftentimes they're updated. You still have the original wood sill here, which is not ideal. It's better if that is a solid surface. Some sort of stone usually can be put in there. And again, we have an outlet here servicing the vanity, which is not GFCI protected. There's a bedroom on this level. 2 doors. I'm wondering if this was reconfigured, or it may have always served as a bedroom. There is a large walk-in closet here. We'll head upstairs. Small area, but there are two rooms up here. Again, I would recommend, this is just a smoke detector. Adding a CO detector would meet the current standards. The home does have some settling cracks below a few of the windows. Very typical, not an overly structural concern, but certainly something worth noting. There are HVAC registers here. Look at the second bedroom. With the knob and tube 1 and 2, there are a number of 3 prongs, mostly on this level of the home, that are ungrounded. Again, you'll see that makes the knob and tube, which is common, more of a defect just due to the outlet configuration, as the comments in my report will clarify. And of course, I'll have to note that largely finished up here on this level, but there are some accesses to the attic space. And you can see the knob and tube here is in decent condition. Decent insulation too. You can see the knee walls here have good fiberglass insulation, which of course is important. So fairly straightforward on this inspection report. Windows, roof have all been updated. So some good updates here. With that, if there's any questions, please let me know. Thank you.